Welcome to Out the Trunk with Jordan and Darius. My name is Darius. That's D's all up in your area on all socials.
And I'm Jordan. That's Jordan be writing on all socials.
This is our sports segment. We like to, let you guys know what's going on in the sports world today. The NBA season kicks off this week. We're not going to go team by team or, division by division, because frankly, we don't have the time. But we will let you guys know who's going to be our MVPs, our DPOYs, and who's going to win it all. So, starting off with you, man, who you got for winning MVP?
Um, this year, winning MVP, it's tough to say because there's a lot of contenders, especially in the West. But I am picking. It's tough. I'm gonna go Wimby.
Okay.
I think they make a playoff spot this year. Hopefully he stays healthy this year, and I think that should be enough to get him the award. Joker's won three. Their MVP fatigue. You know how that kid sets in. I feel like I don't know what Milwaukee's going to do. Giannis would be a good pick too, but I don't know how good they're going to be this year. So yeah, I'm going to go with Wimby.
All right. Uh, it's tough. I don't think Shea repeats because I just don't think they go that hard this year.
Yeah.
I'm going with Giannis. His last
Okay.
hurrah, week East. They should win up.
Yeah.
They should, he's got the narrative. He hasn't won one in a while. He's by himself.
Hmm.
He's going to run up a lot of numbers.
Yeah.
Um,
They should win 50 plus games.
yeah, and down year for the East, they're missing Tatum. They're missing Hallie. So I
Yeah.
got Giannis winning the MVP. Who's your defensive player of the year?
DPOY this year. Hmm. You know what? I think this is going to happen. This hasn't happened since I think 2020, either 2020 or 88. Forgive me for not remembering. I think Wimby wins MVP and DPOY.
It was 88. It was Jordan. I think Big Vic gets the DPOY. Um,
Okay.
I think this is just his year. I mean, honestly, it's getting to the point now where it's like, all right, dude, you actually do need to win some games now. It's year three.
Yeah.
You're not a cute little thing to watch on television. Like this has to translate to something
Right.
material. And so DPOY for him because he's going to block a lot of shots and he's a new
Yes.
face and people love a novel idea, a novel story. So I go with him.
Correct. And he was
But
supposed to win it
again,
last year, but he got hurt. So they tried to give it to Draymond damn near,
and
which was
again,
crazy.
it's not cute anymore. You need to win basketball games now.
Yes.
Rookie of the year, Cooper Flag for me. I don't think anyone else touches it.
Yeah, correct.
He's Kyrie's out. He's gonna have the ball a lot. He's on a good
Hmm.
team. I
They're
don't.
going to
He's
try and have him a point guard.
he's gonna basically rookie of the year is just the guy, the ball handling guard with the ball a lot, and so
Correct.
it's gonna be him.
Yeah.
Who you got coming out of the East?
Um, coming out of the East, I have, man, uh, I really want to say Cleveland, but I think it's going to be the Knicks.
Oh, that's tough. I think the Knicks finally break through because there's no one else to break through with
Yeah, there's
them.
no one else to break through.
I got the West. I got Oklahoma City coming back out of the West.
Okay. I have in the West, man, West gonna be a fucking bloodbath again this year. I think because we don't know how this shit is gonna shake out. I'm going with the Rockets making out the West.
Okay, all right. Who you got winning the championship between the Rockets and the Knicks?
Damn, I'd hate to see it happen, but I got the Rockets winning it all
All right.
if they play the Knicks. Yeah,
I got
Dallas.
Oklahoma City repeating.
Yeah, a lot of people picking Dallas too, but I don't think they're ready yet.
I don't Dallas to do what? Win the championship with
Yeah,
a
people are.
rookie? Their
Yes,
best player's a rookie. That never happens.
right.
Um, Anthony Davis put the Texas barbecue down.
Yo,
Sir, that is not. He's like, oh, I always show up a little. No, no, no. You've
because
been
you
on
did not
TV
look
for
like that
10
in
years.
LA. Yeah, no,
You did
nigga.
not. You never look that jersey. It's tight. It's time to. I listen. I've been to Texas a few times. I've been to San Antonio. I've been to Dallas. I've been to Austin.
Yeah.
Um, the barbecue is legit. It is,
Yes.
but
And the cuisine that they feed the NBA players at the Mavericks is like literally legendary.
That's all fine and dandy, but your job as a professional athlete is to stay in shape, and you can afford a
Yes,
chef, and your chef can make whatever you want, healthy and taste great. So you need to get on that.
true.
I got Oklahoma City repeating. I
Okay.
just they they ran it last year, and they brought all the good players back, and their good players are young and are going to get better. So I don't really see that changing. You wanted to have a conversation about LeBron? What happened to or people are being mean to him, I guess, or something?
Well, it's just like in the last like 3 days, it's been like a lot of like random like news came out about him, which I feel like the timing is just a little weird. Did you see the thing that came out about Russ and LeBron, like
Yeah.
him saying like he thought LeBron was fake because he felt like he hadn't seen Godfather, which that happened long before Russ ever got to the team, so that didn't really make any sense. Then Stephen A went on Melo's podcast and was talking shit about him. We know they hate each other, but it was just the timing of that was weird. Also, Melo and LeBron are like best friends. That's kind of crazy to
Is that
me.
true? Do we know that to be true, or did they go on a banana boat together one time?
They literally are have called each other brothers. They like their
Okay.
kids are cool. Like,
All
yeah,
right.
it's yeah. Um,
So I'll
and
let you
then I
finish.
saw a thing to yeah, I saw a post right before we hopped on to record, and Kendrick Perkins was like saying that LeBron is the reason that James Harden went to ask for the trade to go to Houston. He basically said like LeBron tried to like manipulate him to get to try to get his own team. And it's just like, well, I'm pretty sure James just wanted more money, and the Thunder were being cheap. That's, as far as I know, that's what everyone's reported for the last decade. But the timing of all these coming out at the same time is a little weird, considering.
Here's what I think is going on. Um, LeBron was the center of the universe for so
Yeah.
long, and people were so afraid of because
Hmm.
he ran everything. And now you're seeing that the power just isn't there anymore, so people can
Hmm.
just leak. They can say what they want. Like, I don't think Russ says that 5 years ago because he's
Hmm.
afraid of Rich Paul or whatever, whatever. But you
Hmm.
know, LeBron's just the old dude in the club, man. Go home, Pop Pop. The league is over you. Like, it's so obvious the
Yeah.
league is over it. Like,
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
you're
Which I think is part of why he did that shit at the All-Star game last year too.
yeah, I just you know what it reminds me of?
Yeah.
Um it's actually topical. So Twitter is pulling up Tyler the Creator's old tweets right now, right?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
And it just I likened it to like watching Adrian Peterson on the Cardinals. And
Yeah.
it's like Twitter used to have that cultural power to actually like cancel people and pull up the
Yeah.
old tweets and be like, oh my God, this is problematic.
Yeah. Your career's over.
And it's just trying to drum it up and nobody gives a fuck anymore. And it's just trying. It's like, oh my
And
God, look at this one and look
right.
at that one and look at this one. And it's just Adrian Peterson on the Cardinals. He's trying to get
Yeah.
that old magic. And it's just and
Hmm.
that's what it is. You're seeing the same Twitter people who this worked for years and Tyler would release a statement saying, I'm so sorry, I'm not the person anymore. And they would yada
Yeah.
yada yada. And he'd have to go on a podcast and apologize. And he's doing none of that because Twitter doesn't matter anymore. And
Right.
like, and that's just what it feels like. Like like the decision part two. It
Hmm.
wasn't that it was corny, but it was like the
Yeah.
Hennessy ad. It was just how little anyone cared. It was like the next day, everyone just moved on. Like he does
Yeah.
not hold the news cycle anymore, and it's
Hmm.
just fascinating to see a powerless LeBron. Like he does not move the needle
Yeah.
anymore. And people just feel like, all right, Perk would have probably sat on that 5 years ago, but he's like, what the fuck is LeBron gonna do? He's oh, get out the
Yeah.
club mode,
Well,
man.
they also
Like we're
they
not
also don't
playing
fuck with
your
each other.
music no more. We're not playing your music no more. We're not doing the
Yeah.
shuffle. Go home.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing is though, it's
That's
like,
what it
okay, well,
is.
no, I get that, and that happens to everybody, um, eventually. But I think it's just weird because, well, for one, he like has to at some point retire. He will obviously announce the retirement, but then people will say like if he announces it or says he's going to retire, then they'll be like, oh, he wants for a world tour. He's an attention whore. If he doesn't do it now because of the heat he's been catching, whatever, then people be like, oh, he's pouting. You know what I'm saying? So like, there's just this catch 22 either way with him. It feels like it's almost like I liken it to the kind of the Drake situation where the label is done with him, but they kind of still need him a little bit because they've already made so much money off him. They can still get money off out of him, and his contract is still active. But they don't view him the same way anymore. Although the difference is one had a precipitous fall off, and the other one is still producing at a high level to me. Um,
I mean, that's
But
just
I look at it, I
subjectively
like,
true. He's still producing at a high level.
yeah. Like I liken it to that, where it was like it feels like okay, it's like that quote from Christopher Walken. I can't remember what movie it is, where he's like, there's an old lion and they view him as wounded, and like the young lions just start fucking with him because they think he's they think he's like about to die type shit. That's kind of what it feels like right now, which is a little crazy to see. But I'm looking forward to see if or how he responds if he decides to say anything or shoot back at these people. I think that'll be
Um,
funny.
yeah, what I find most fascinating about it is just how comfortable people are taking shots at him in a way
Mhm.
that just never
Well, I feel like
happened
they've always
before.
done that.
No, he's been by and large, for the most part, received favorable media coverage. He had that time in Miami, don't get me wrong. But
Well, yeah, that's true.
but it's just like people just don't care no more. And that Hennessy ad came and went. People, I mean, but like the biggest shocking thing to me was like I think the ad dropped October 7th was a Tuesday, right?
I
Uh,
believe so.
yeah, by
Yeah,
Wednesday,
Monday or Tuesday.
yeah,
Yeah.
by Wednesday, people were just like they just rolled their eyes at it and kept it moving. And he used to
Yeah.
dominate the news cycle in a way that he can't anymore.
Hmm.
And he just gives me old dude at the club vibes, where it's just like it's almost sad to see the old guy still there. You're like, damn, you ain't got a wife and kids yet. Like, you don't have anything. You still here? Like,
Yeah. I think
it's like,
well, I have noticed he's been putting out more like content lately, and I feel like I think this might I wouldn't be surprised if we get an announcement coming in the next few weeks,
I hope.
honestly.
I mean, look, he deserves a farewell tour. He's been a
Yeah,
a
for sure.
standard bearer of the league. I mean, I said in the last pod he deserved his jersey retired if he had just big boy
Absolutely.
stuck with it across the league. But it
Yeah.
really does. Like, part of me actually is a little sad because it's just like
Hmm.
nobody cares like, what he does anymore, and I don't know.
I don't know. I
See
don't know.
him
I feel like the
struggling with
luster
it.
he is struggling with it, I think for sure. I mean, I think that part's a little oversold because I don't know about you, but like I think if he was playing today or healthy, I think the start of the season would have been a bigger deal. I do think that though, because it
Uh,
feels like no one talked about like, hey, basketball's back today.
well, so okay, that's something else I had on my notes about the NBA preview. Bear with me here. NBA
Yeah,
is a little bit like organized religion
yeah.
in that the cat's out of the bag on that. It's kind of fake. It doesn't make sense. Like it's dumb. Uh, but like we still kind of like we as a species we've sort of like solved that riddle. Like if you ask
Uh-huh.
enough questions, you realize like it doesn't make sense. And from an evolutionary standpoint, organizing humans, it made sense at the time, but we've
Hmm.
sort of grown past the evolutionary need for it. We've sort of
Hmm.
replaced eternal damnation with like laws and courts. And if you do bad
Yeah,
things now, you just go to jail. And so as a
yeah.
species, but we still have it. And like it's cool. It works as like a community center for most people. But inject a lot of people with truth serum, even most religious people, they'll be like, yeah, it's kind of, you know. Like it doesn't really make any sense. But it's cool. It's something to do on Sunday. Like it gives me a little da 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 da. Walk with me. I feel like the cat's out of the bag on that the NBA regular season is
Mhm.
pointless. And like we're just kind of like
Yeah.
we all kind of know
Fair.
it's
No, yeah,
pointless, and it's just
okay,
like we
yeah.
can't put that toothpaste back in the tube. And like, don't get me wrong, NBC is doing
Right.
a great job of promoting it, but like the
Yeah.
way as soon as the playoffs start, it's like a whole different sport,
It
and
is, yes,
it is just
correct.
like you can't. I can't pretend I don't see that anymore. And
Right.
so the regular season is just a bunch of scrimmages, and like they try really hard from Christmas Day to the All-Star break,
Correct.
it is just kind of I feel like the cat's out of the bag in a similar way with religion where we're all just kind of pretending
Hmm.
these games matter and we know they don't like it's hard to pretend it's getting harder to pretend every year that what
No, I
happens
get you.
tonight is going to
That's
matter
fair.
in March and April
Because
like
right, because it won't. That's
it
true. That's
won't it
fair.
won't
Um, yeah, interesting. I think that's a big problem too. I think it's why they put in the in-season tournament. I think that's also the play-in is that's why they did that. Which also it actually I don't like the one thing I don't like about the play-in is the fact that you can be an 8 seed and still miss the playoffs. I think that's fucked up. I think they should do it between ninth and 11th seed. Um, but I do think play-in does work, and it does give teams with a shitty with like on that toggle point more of an incentive to play hard and shit like that, and that you actually have a reason to play and play your players. I think another thing too is the difference between we talked about this like a little bit beforehand, but like the NFL, they say it's a gladiator sport, right?
yeah
Like these guys are gods among men. These guys are like superheroes and shit, right? And the NBA players, they're portrayed as like these like soft, like, you know, entitled brats, which they can be entitled brats, but if you if you want people to watch the fucking game that you're talking about, you need to promote the game and promote the players. Like, I don't see how. Like, I know they got beef, whatever, cool, fine, but Stephen A. Smith going on every
The
single
night before the
podcast, and
season
anyone
starts.
who will listen to shit on arguably second greatest, at worst, second
Yeah.
greatest player of all time, does nothing for the game.
No. He would argue it's not his job to sell the game. It's just his job to cover the game. I would argue
Fair.
you haven't been a journalist in a very long time.
Yeah, he's not a journalist
But
anymore. He's an entertainer. Let's
but at the end of
and a
the
right wing
day,
grifter.
if you keep telling people the games don't matter, sooner or later they'll believe you.
They're gonna believe you.
They're gonna believe you. And like, I'll watch the game because it's something to do. And like if I'm, but like it's not ill. I don't think it'll ever be the same because the cat's out of the bag. We know it
Yeah,
doesn't. It doesn't matter, man.
yeah,
The way as soon as that first Saturday of the playoffs in April, it's like they're running harder, they're jumping higher.
yeah.
It's just they're like
Yes,
the way they play defense is different, the scheming is different, the effort level is different,
correct.
and it's like I can't pretend Santa Claus is real anymore. I just can't.
True. Do you
I
think
know these games don't matter.
do you think it's like a burnout factor? Like, I wonder if it's because, like, can you possibly play 82 games at that level of intensity the
No,
way you do a 16 game? You know what I mean? Like,
the
I
NBA
think,
season should be honest to God. Honestly, I think a lot of data shows that after 20 games you kind of have your playoffs. Like
yeah.
if we just sit through it right now and went through the NBA division, we
Mhm.
could pick probably six of the eight playoff teams in both conferences right now.
Right.
Before anyone's ever dribbled a basketball, obviously they're dribbling now, but
Correct.
you know what I mean. And
Right.
so after about like, what do we need more than 35 games for? Obviously, you make the money that you're never going to get the
Right,
money
right,
back.
right.
But
Yeah.
after 35 games, the playoffs are pretty much set.
Yeah, I think the perfect matter of fact, I think the perfect number of games was probably the I'm not advocating this obviously because contracts and money and I don't want
Yeah,
to fuck up nobody's paper, but um the 2012 2011 2012 lockout year 66 games. I think that's kind of a perfect number um
yeah, I
of
think
games.
is it 56 where you play all of your interconference teams twice and then the other conference once?
Let's see here.
Well, there's 30 teams in the league. So if you play your own
30 teams,
conference,
yeah.
14 times 2 is 28, and then the other conference is 15 teams, so that would be 43. So
Yeah,
I
so
don't
just under
know.
50 basically.
Yeah. Like
Basically 45
honestly,
games.
I think a home and home with the teams in your conference, and
Hmm.
then however you want to split it with the other conference, do one game there.
Yeah.
That's enough of a sample for me. We're only playing 82 because that's that we have path dependency, and that's
That's
just
just
what
right.
everyone's used to. But if you
Yeah.
did it to where you cut the games down to 56 and everyone plays twice a week so they can actually play hard, because again,
Hmm.
it's not possible to play, this
No.
much, this often. It would be a better product in the games that actually matter. But,
Correct.
I watch these regular season games, and most of the time it's just dudes jogging.
Yeah.
They're going to play hard tonight.
And they're
They're
and
going
they're
to
not
play hard
calling
on
plays a lot of
Christmas.
times too. They're just kind of running sets every once in a while, sideline out of bounds, baseline out of bounds, that sort of thing. I think the thing too is that people forget also as well is like you travel so much more in an NBA season than you do in the NFL season.
Yeah.
Like, you're on in an NBA NFL season, you're probably on a plane for like the whole season,
Yeah.
a total of maybe 24 hours. Like, you're an NBA player, you live your life on planes. Like, that shit does take a toll on you as well. So I think people forget that also, because traveling is fucking exhausting. But yeah, I think they should think about lowering the number of games. I don't know how they would that work out with like proportion of the salaries and prorating that across.
I don't think it'll ever happen because it would require the players giving back money, and they're just not
That's
going to do
true.
that.
Yeah,
No
I just
one's.
think it'd be a better product though.
Yeah, it would. It would. You know, they have just signaled for far too long that these games don't matter, and
Hmm.
people just started listening to them. I mean, you show up at the All-Star game, the players don't try there.
Yeah.
They've pretty much kind of gotten rid of load management, but there was a long, but that
Yeah.
stink is hard to wash off. You ask any random person, at a bar, at the office, whatever,
Hmm.
what about the NBA? Within 5 minutes, they're going to start talking about load management.
Right. Right.
And whether it's true or not is almost irrelevant. Your
Because
customers
the
believe
perception
it.
is already out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I myself, an NBA partisan, I would never buy a ticket for a game until the day of.
Yeah. No, yeah.
So like, let's just say I wanted to get
No, you're lucky.
my
I thought
pops.
about buying tickets for the Charlotte Laker game.
Yeah.
With LeBron sciatica, he actually is injured, obviously. But yeah, so I was like, well, thank God I didn't buy my ticket.
Let's just say I wanted to get my pops a Christmas gift, Timberwolves games. I
hmm
can't do that.
You can't. You can't.
I can't because I
Can't.
don't know who the fuck is going to show up. Like I would have
No.
to wait until Christmas morning to buy the gift, and you're
Yes.
not going to do
Or
that.
you would
Like,
have like what I started doing is I'll look up the schedule. I'll be like, okay, is this a back to back?
yeah.
When was the nearest game? If it's a back to back, I'm not gonna buy that ticket.
And the thing is, like it or love it, excuses or not, if if the Chargers play the Chiefs on Christmas Day, I can buy a ticket September 1st, and I know Patrick Mahomes and
Yes.
Justin Herbert will be there.
You can buy that ticket the day the schedule comes out in April.
Right. And you know Patrick Mahomes and Justin Herbert are going to be there. And whatever reason behind it, whatever excuse, travel, da 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 da, da, as a consumer, when I buy an iPhone, I don't care what factory. I don't have to research what factory. When you was talking about look at the schedule and see back to backs and da da.
hmm
When I buy an iPhone, I don't have to look at research what factory is built in. I don't
Yeah.
have to see its logistics. I don't have to. But I
No.
just know because Apple's brand is strong that this
Correct.
is going to be a functioning product. I shouldn't have
Yeah.
to look at the schedule and see who's going to be there.
It sucks.
Like
It's like the
that's not my
opposite.
job.
And you know what really sucks is like I'm a huge basketball is like literally my first love. Like before poetry, before movies, it was basketball, and it will be basketball forever. But like the fact that we have to talk about it like this, like the NBA's low key become like the anti Chick-fil-A. Like
Yeah,
you don't know what you're gonna get.
yeah,
You don't know if they're gonna give you enough sauce. You don't know if your nugget's gonna be fresh. You don't know if the drink is gonna be cold.
yeah. It's like, and what makes Chick-fil-A Chick-fil-A? It's not because it's the best chicken sandwich you ever had in your life. It's
Correct.
because it's the same every fucking time.
Every time.
And they get it right every fucking time.
Every time.
And it's hot, it's
And they don't charge
fresh,
you for sauce.
it's crispy, and it's right every fucking time.
Yes. Correct.
And yeah, I mean, once you become an unreliable product, people shy away.
hmm
Like I said, and again, like you said earlier, I'm repeating myself. Look at the schedule. That's cool. I would do that.
Yeah.
But again, when I buy an iPhone, I don't have to look at what factory is built in. Because if it's built in this factory, this part might be wrong. And if it's on this truck, that
If
part.
it's in this
No,
factory,
man.
your music's not gonna work.
Yeah, like when I go in and buy an iPhone, they've done that part for me because I trust the brand. And
Yes.
so, anyways, ready to go around the NFL?
Yeah.
All right, we'll speed run through these. My Vikings play the Chargers tomorrow or Thursday night.
Thursday.
Um, my heart says Vikings. I don't think we're gonna win that game.
Yeah,
Short
no,
week,
I'm
backup
picking the
quarterback.
Chargers on that one. Yep. And the
Uh,
Chargers need to bounce back from that devastating loss they took on the hands of the Indianapolis Colts. I still don't know how the fuck that happened. I watched that game live and I was like, what is happening right now?
the Colts 6-1, man. They ain't no scrub
No,
squad.
they're for real. I actually am really surprised.
How bad was Anthony
Um,
Richardson at playing football?
no, seriously,
It's the same fucking team.
like it's a he may never play again. This is
Man,
crazy.
he injured himself warming up, so
Oh
he
yeah, he hit
really
his
is.
thumb or was it
Yeah,
his
he
eye?
he broke his eye socket with one of those like resistance bands. He's a fucking
Oh.
Three Stooges. Miami, I don't know how Mike McDaniel still has a job versus
Dog,
Atlanta. Atlanta's
he
gonna
got
run them
pictures
off
of
the field.
somebody.
Uh,
They're gonna kill them. That'll be a quick and painless loss.
the Jets versus the Bengals. You could torture terrorists with that game.
Yeah.
You could bring Al Qaeda in and watch them watch that game, and they would break in 30 minutes. Like, it'd be like,
Yes.
no, I'll tell you where the
No.
bombs are.
All right. I did it for the oil. I did it for the oil.
What do you want? I got a whole list. Just don't turn this damn game off. Like,
Listen, you can have my wife and kids. Please just make
please
me stop
just
watching this
get
game.
fucking Joe Flacco and Justin Fields off my
I'm
television.
off my screen.
Cleveland, oh man, this is a rough week. Cleveland Browns at the New England Patriots. I got New England winning that one comfortably.
Yep. Yeah, Drake May, yeah, he's that dude. They're gonna win that game pretty well. I don't want to say handily because you never know with Cleveland's defense. They're still scrappy. And you don't want to ever count on Myles Garrett, but yeah, Patriots probably gonna win that game.
Uh I will the Vikings. So Drake May went third overall, and the Vikings offered New England basically every draft pick they had to move up and get
Hmm.
him, and they knew what they had, and they declined it. So Giants Philly should be a good one. NFC
Uh,
East teams always play themselves tough. I'm gonna go
yeah,
with
division
the Eagles
rivalry
in this
game.
one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Eagles. I think they probably. Well, the Giants' defense has been really good this year. But yeah, I'm picking the Eagles. Unless of course, Jalen and AJ decide they hate each other again.
I was with AJ Brown, and then I saw him talking shit after scoring his second touchdown last
I was
week.
like, you're winning the game.
And it's like, all right, man, maybe you just like being mad because you're winning the
Yeah,
game and you're scoring touchdowns and you're still screaming about getting the
because
ball
by the
more.
way, everybody, including the national media, was on his side.
Yeah.
And I think until he did that.
Yeah, it was just like, what are you mad about, dude?
He's
Uh,
the first receiver to ever get chosen over a quarterback in terms of like perception
yeah,
that I can remember.
I concur. Buffalo at Carolina. I got Buffalo coming off a bye. Carolina's looking pretty good though, these last
They
couple
are.
weeks.
Yeah, I got the Bills winning that game. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if it's a blowout, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Be a good game to go to Charlotte and watch. Chicago at
Yeah.
Baltimore. Is Lamar back?
Is he?
Let's take a look.
Um, let's see.
They ran a bye last week.
Yeah, that should he was out 2 to 3 weeks. Oh,
Yeah,
he's
he
still
says
out.
still out.
Yeah.
All right.
So they who
Bears
they
then.
playing again? Bears. Yeah,
Yeah.
Bears.
San
By the way, Caleb
Francisco.
Williams playing well.
You know, he is. He is. You don't lose that talent overnight, and he was playing for a terrible coach last year. So,
Yeah. It's
he's
good to
he's
see a young
slinging it.
QB bounce back after a shitty year.
Absolutely. Stop painting your nails, young man. San Francisco at Houston.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to avoid that game like the bubonic plague, but I'm gonna pick the Niners to win that game. Shout
I
out
got
Mac Jones
Houston.
And Christian McCaffrey.
Chris McCaffrey, man. I thought he was done, but he's doing this thing. I got Houston on this one, bouncing back. San Francisco, did they play Sunday night, right?
Yeah. Hmm.
Sunday night, late night, traveling 3 hours back out east. I think Houston's 2 hours, but
Hmm.
road game, traveling across two time zones. San Francisco, that's a long flight, late night, Sunday. I got
Hmm.
Houston taking that one, given
Okay.
the circumstances. Tampa at New Orleans, who you got?
Tampa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We said it last week though. New Orleans is having a good bad year in that they're in all of these games and they're still losing them, so they keep
Yeah.
their high pick.
Um, yeah, it's a shame what happened to Mike Evans. Looks like that 1,000 yard streak's probably gonna come to an end.
Well, okay, good segue. So we're watching the game. I'm watching the
Hmm.
game, and Mike Evans goes up for that pass. I thought he had hit his hammy, but
Hmm.
he broke his collarbone and he hits his
Yeah.
head on the turf and he's out cold and he drops the ball. And the rules analyst comes on and goes, "Yeah, that ball bobbled. That's not a catch." And he goes off. And I just need to say, as a launching point for the rules analyst has outlived its purpose on NFL
Yeah.
broadcasts.
I
Like
think we
we
know the rules now.
also like there's already an analyst in the booth who can explain things. Every time
Hmm.
they go to the rules guy, he sounds like he just got woken up from a nap, and he's just like, "Yeah, yeah, it doesn't look like a catch to me."
Yeah, it's like in the NBA when they just like bring it to they show the office in Secaucus, New Jersey, and like Steve Javie, our official referee consultant. What who fouled him here?
Yeah,
Like, okay,
yeah. Like we get all the replays. You don't need to tell us what our eyes are seeing, and he just
yeah, I
doesn't
don't.
do. He doesn't explain. He just comes on the screen. He's like, "Yeah, Mike Evans is dead on the turf." And he comes out. He's like, "Yeah, bobbled the ball, incomplete pass." It's like, why are you
Yeah, that was a
here?
very Skip Bayless coded moment.
Don't do that. Like we can just get rid of those guys.
Yeah.
Dallas at Denver. Who we got?
Ooh, that one. Mm, I hate him, but I'm gonna go with the Cowboys winning that game.
I got Denver on that one. Mile high. I don't really have a reason. I just think Denver. They play good defense. Um, Bo Nix is hot right now,
Yeah, he's playing
and
really well,
home
man. But I
game,
don't know
home
what you do with
team.
Pickens and CD. I don't know. I mean, that's a problem right there, man. They got two. Denver has the best corner combo in the league, but still, man, that's a problem.
I agree. We'll see what happens though. Tennessee at Indiana. Tennessee is not even a professional football team anymore, so I'm going to go with
No, they're so
Indianapolis.
unserious.
Just
They're yeah.
profoundly unserious football team.
I would like to say they'll put up a fight because that post coach fire boost teams get. But Indy's playing really really well right now, and Daniel Jones playing with a ton of confidence, and I don't see that breaking against Tennessee.
Sunday Night Football. Aaron Rodgers plays Green Bay. Shout out to our homeboy Lewis. I got Green Bay
Yes.
taking that one at Pittsburgh. Uh, you know, that's all I got. I got Green Bay taking that one.
That one I got. It's in. You said it's in Pittsburgh.
Yes, it is in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what? I'm gonna pick the Steelers in that game. I think Aaron Rodgers plays with blood in his eyes.
All right, all right, all right. Who you got between well, Washington, KC? I know who your heart says, but
Yeah, I love my team. My heart doesn't even say we're gonna win this game. My femur doesn't say we're gonna win this game. My elbow doesn't say we're gonna win this game. We're probably gonna get the shit beat out of us. Chiefs are on a roll. Our defense sucks, and half of our entire receiving room is in IR basically. So yeah, it's not gonna be fun.
fair enough. That's the whole week. I just wanted to take a quick moment, do a little college football, one real quick second. So UCLA fired their head coach about a month ago. Now,
Mhm.
of the two of us, I'm the one who's often more hesitant to break out the isms, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm the one who just requires like a little bit more
Yes, that is true.
concrete evidence of the isms. Not that I deny them, but this one get so UCLA fires their coach, right? And
Mhm.
they win the next two games. They beat Penn State after they fired their coach. And Jerry Neuheisel, who's a white guy, is like carried off of the field.
Yeah.
And I didn't watch the game because UCLA is god awful. But they
Yeah.
beat Penn State, and I'm like, okay, well, their interim head coach won a game, and then they win the next week, and there's these glowing profiles about Jerry Neuheisel and white guy, and he's winning
Mhm.
these games, and I'm like, oh my god, interim head coach, this happens, whatever, whatever. He's
Right.
the offensive coordinator. The interim head coach is a black guy named Tim Skipper, and you would have never known. It's like,
Wait.
yes, the interim head coach is a black dude named Tim Skipper, and I follow sports a lot. I watch football
Did you
all
say they've
weekend.
been lifting the offensive coordinator on?
Correct.
Okay,
And
I'm
even the
confused.
UCLA Bruins Twitter handle was like another victory for UCLA, and they put the picture of the offensive coordinator.
What the fuck?
I was like,
Yeah, that's some whitewashing that
I'm like,
vibe
all
there,
right,
man.
man. I've never
That's
seen he's
crazy.
the interim head coach is a black dude you would have never ever known based off of
Yeah.
any of the stuff going on. So shout out Tim Skipper, man. You're living vitamin of twice as good for half as much.